All right, we're going to get started. It's 8:35. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on our team call. It's January 28th as we're heading into the end of the first month in January. And I just went live on my Facebook and Instagram about consistency is what wins the game, because this is often the time that people that set out for that set goals in 2019 for New Year's resolutions, people start slipping away and going back to their old ways, but not us, not this team, not this year, because we have some major goals. And I will say there's a handful of you on here that have personally messaged me that this is your year, and this is the time that we have to stay consistent. This is a time that we're going to dig in and get the work done. So I'm really excited because I just absolutely love everything about coaching and the fulfillment it does. But for any new coaches, welcome to the team call. My name is David Atkins. I'm Kristen's here to my right. We are the founding coaches of Team Perseverance and one of your upline Star Diamonds. And this is where we come together every other week to go over news, training, announcements, and a special topic. I'm excited about tonight's topic, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But first and foremost, I'm going to share the screen and get right into everything with the team and the PowerPoint right now. So let me get started. So first thing is first, I've been talking about this since August, but I think it's so powerful, is to make sure that you have been signed up for the Team Perseverance website. There is every possible thing for training and things that are on this website that I probably would say the vast majority of coaches probably don't know the amount of stuff that's in there to help you dive in with training on anything you can possibly imagine. But it takes having access. If you want access to the team website with what's going on this month, all the team call recordings, coach basics, emerald trainings, diamond trainings to get to diamond, success club, social media, whatever it is, go to our team page and just search team website, and you're going to see multiple posts that I have done with the link on how to sign up to get access to the website. If you still can't find it, private message me and I will get you the link. Next is to make sure that you're signed up to get our text messaging. Like today, we sent out a text message this morning just reminding everybody of the team call and what the topic was. To get access to the website, you first have to be a member of the Team Perseverance website. That's first. And then once you are signed up, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to text that number, the email address that you use to sign up to the team website. So whatever your email address is, go to that phone number, text your email address in, and that's going to opt you in so we can add you for text messaging. Any new coaches, I'd like to welcome you. And a lot of times people are like, what do I do now? Make sure, number one, that you're in a Beachbody Challenge group, that you're in a group with your coach. Number two, that you're signed up for the team website. Number three, that you set up a Getting Started Right call with your coach. And number four is that you get into a Coach Basics, because the new one starts the first Monday of every month. Calls, meetings, and webinars. Every Monday is the National Wake Up Call. On the bottom, Emily Favre, who is a 2019 top 10 coach, goes over leveraging results and becoming the proof your program works, meaning that you have to be a product of the product, showing your journey and getting a transformation so that people can relate to that and see what you're doing. And she really hits it out of the park today with that team call. You can go to the Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page and see the recording. You can go to your coach online office. You can get the recording. If you haven't heard it, you can get the Team Beachbody podcast and hear the recording. It's in multiple places to find it. It's live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. If so, some of you get on and hop on live. Also, our team calls, as you know, are every other Monday night at 8:30, as we are here tonight. The next one will be in 2 weeks from now on February 11th at 8:30. And stay tuned to the end because we have a special guest on that call. Excuse me. There's a sneeze. Just a couple things that are going on. I actually forgot to take out Coach Sneak Peek. That was last week. Sorry about that. So disregard the top. But we are here in January 19th, January 28th at the team call. And we are getting ready for the Team Cup that is coming up. If you are not on a Team Cup team, post on the Team Perseverance page and ask and say either step up and form a team. It's a group of 5 people, coaches that come together that are striving to achieve certain things in the month of February. Get on a Team Cup team, or if you don't, if you have nobody and you're just looking and you're by yourself and you're afraid to step up, and sometimes it happens, I get it. There's 2 options. One is post on our team page and start there if anybody is looking for a Team Cup teammate. Or 2, I was on the Beachbody Champions Facebook page, which everybody on here should be on. That's like the Facebook page that corporate has for all coaches. They're constantly doing training and announcements. They posted something up. Who's looking for a cup team? Who's looking for a cup team? And they had you share a little bit about yourself. And there's tons of people that aren't on cup teams. You can go there, even if it's cross-line, not on our team, get on a Team Cup team for accountability and help you move your business forward. Yeah. The next thing is the Monday memos. You want to explain what this is? Because we really didn't hit on it last week.
So, guys, we just started this. This is just a quick overview of what is coming by week. So, yes, in our team website, you have your quarterly marketing plan that lays out 3 months at a time. But this is just like a reminder you're going to be getting on Sunday evenings for the week ahead. And it just will lay out what you can expect for the week and what you should be focusing on in your business, because each week we kind of focus on different things in the business. So right now, because we are hitting up the very beginning of February, it is the beginning of Team Cup. Actually, it's the last couple days of January. So your focus right now, the next 2 days, should be inviting your little hearts out, following up, and trying to hit Success Club for the month of January. If you have points on the board, do not leave points on the board and end the month with just 2 points or even with 0 points. I will tell you personally, I had a return this month, so I was in the negative starting off. So that wasn't always the best way to start.
I saw you're at 10 now.
And now I'm at 10. But this is the time to be kind of focusing forward. So it breaks down the days, getting yourself on a Team Cup team before January 31st, and inviting and following up to hit Success Club. And then, of course, we are starting the month strong with inviting. And then on Friday, it's Team Cup is on. And we're encouraging you on the weekends to have some downtime, plan your week ahead, definitely every Sunday, looking ahead at the schedule and getting ready for the upcoming week. It's also going to lay out what's coming up. And what's coming up, just so you guys know, next week, Coach Basics, and we have volume training. And we also, in 2 weeks, we're going to have an Emerald Push and a flash sale. So stay tuned for that. We're going to give you guys that more information in the next Monday memo.
I think what's important, though, than Kristen was saying, guys, is that with the quarterly marketing calendar, like the one on the month before, January, we have January, February, and March done, right? Yeah. It's there. So you should all have printed out these calendars so you could see what's going on in the month for the business. And then with the Monday memos, we're basically breaking down the calendar by week. You're getting it through email. If you have all signed up for the team website, you're getting an email for it at the beginning of the week. And also we're putting in the team page. I love this because so often people are like, I don't know what to do. Well, if you look at the team calendar, you know what's coming up. You know what to do. And then behind that, there's the new activity tracker that I know we're going to be using in my Team Cup team. We did training on that on the last team call. So then you can focus on what to do daily, aligned with what's going on weekly and then the month in the calendar. If you really dig in and focus, everything is mapped out for you so you know exactly what to do. Some push goals, new leader conference. You have to be a 1-star diamond by the end of this year. Elite coach, you have to have 105 leadership points and be a 5-star by the end of the year. I know there is probably about 9 coaches on our team going for that right now. I see one of them who's like right below us in the Brady Bunch, Lindsay Kaufman, I'm poking her in the head type thing. And then there's a premier coach, 75 leadership points. You have to be a 2-star this year. All right, so what's new? What's some announcements going on? First thing is to make sure that you have opted in. Anybody, because I had one of my coaches say, I didn't know that this applied to me. If you want to go on the Success Club reward trip that is next year, you have to opt in. And here's a quick clip on it because I want you guys to at least see it again.
Club trip, we are heading back to the Hard Rock Punta Cana, the all-inclusive luxury resort hotel in the Dominican Republic. Now, this world-class resort has it all. Pristine sandy beaches, one of the most luxurious spas in the Caribbean, the hottest casino, a Jack Nicklaus designed golf course, and so much more. This is the ultimate rock star getaway that you do not want to miss. So, to celebrate with as many coaches as possible, we have 2 successful trip dates for you to choose from. The Sunrise Wave trip is scheduled from March 21st to the 25th, and the Sunset Wave trip is scheduled from March 25th to the 29th. Now, both trips are exactly the same, just different dates and different days of the week. So, for 5 days and 4 nights, you are going to enjoy all-inclusive drinks, mingle with top coaches, corporate. You'll also have the opportunity to learn invaluable business building tips and inside secrets from some of our top producing coaches that are sure to help you grow your business. And of course, you'll celebrate. You'll reunite with old friends and make new ones as you dance the night away and attend all kinds of fun social events. Now, let's talk about room options. The Tier 1 room types are $1,200 plus a $300 non-refundable deposit. And we're going to break that up into 4 quarterly payments of $300. Or if you want to really live it up, you can upgrade to one of our Tier 2 presidential or family suites. These rooms are $2,700 plus the $300 non-refundable deposit, and we're going to break that up into 4 quarterly payments of $675. And here's the great news. You can earn up to $1,200 trip dollars for your 2019 successful activity. We'll deduct those trip dollars from each quarterly billing. Pretty good, huh? You can get a full breakdown of all the rooms on the lodging page of the trip website, successclubtrip.com/2020. We also got the resort to throw in a $750 hotel credit that you can use towards the luxurious rock spa, the 18-hole golf course, water activities, and lots of other great stuff. And of course, you'll have the opportunity to work out with Beachbody's Rockstar Super Trainers. This trip is going to sell out fast, so be sure to coordinate with your team and get registered so you can all rock and roll in paradise. For complete trip details, check out all the FAQs and learn how to opt in for an invitation at successclubtrip.com/2020.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
All right, so some of us in like 6 weeks are going to be on the cruise, on the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, because last year at this time we opted in, and based on our Success Club points, we're going on the cruise. This is for next year. If you are on this call, you can opt in, and based on your Success Club points that you do this year, they're going to send invites out. So to do it, you go to successclubtrip.com/2020, and you'll find where you can get the actual link to opt in, which I know is right there on the bottom again, successclubtrip.com/2020. I just want to make sure that there was some comments. Just want to check that, guys, and then we'll continue on. I don't know. 0 opted in. I'm all registered.
Yeah, if it's not negative 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Matt, I don't know how you guys function over there.
Okay, so let's go back to the call here. Sorry, guys, just moving the screens around. Team Cup, this is what we were talking about. This is a very, very short, quick clip. Guys, you want to get on a Team Cup team. This is super important.
Team Cup is an eye-opener to pushing past your limits. It made some really big things happen for me. It helped me to break that barrier of Success Club 10 that I was trying to get by for so many months. All the coaches on my team ended up advancing to Diamond within a couple months of Team Cup. Team Cup began to exist in most Team Cup helped me develop into a better leader and do the same thing with my team. Cup moves everyone's business forward. Built so much camaraderie on the team.
Probably one of the biggest momentum boosters for our entire downline.
Team Cup really did this find that fire that's inside of you.
Stop thinking about it and just do it. For more information, go to teambeachbodycup.com.
All right, so you all want to be on teams. Team Cup, it's a team of 5 people. Registration ends on the 31st. You get cup points for every Success Club point, 3 points for every rank advancement. So anybody in your team that rank advances, you get 2 bonus points for each coach that's registered for Summit. And then you can motivate each other, hold each other accountable. You move your business forward, your income grows, and you can win some amazing prizes like you see here, from cutting boards to jackets to tents to the Ultimate Team Cup Champion Reward, get flown out to Santa Monica to headquarters. Amazing, amazing prizes you absolutely want to go for. The next thing in this theme this year for Coach Summit is You Belong Here. That is a quote. Yep, I saw that today. You belong here. You absolutely, look, we have more annotations. I love it. Somebody's figured out how to type on my screen, so the oh yeah. I'll have to do my detective work and find out who's typing on the screen. Oh, now it's gone. Oh, hide the evidence. Hide the evidence. Yeah, somebody's doing circles and doing all sorts of stuff. But anyway, Coach Summit's here, guys. You belong here. This, I can't say it again, was where I had my aha moment from treating this like part-time, not all in, not there, to creating this to where it is today.
You guys can see David.
Rob Starkey, you better be there.
There he is. Oh my God, it gives me goosebumps every time I see that.
The best event of the year.
Oh my God.
That truly, I feel, I can honestly say, I don't think everybody is officially a coach until you go to Coach Summit to get that experience. So the special ends the 31st this week. It's a promo price of $155. You're saving almost 50% compared to $295 to get a ticket. And if you refer one of your coaches to get here, meaning they just sign up, you don't have to do anything, you're going to get access to an exclusive workout at Summit. Rumor has it, it's going to be Jericho's new program that's coming out. So you definitely want to do that. I want to give a shout out to some new Emerald coaches here, to Stephanie, Catherine, and Daisy. Congratulations, ladies, on achieving Emerald Coach. So that's absolutely amazing for taking your business to the next level. Awesome. Also, some recognition. The numbers are growing of people that are in the 300, 500, or 1,000 personal volume club. As you guys know, your focus is to get to at least 500 PV and to help your coaches get to 500 personal volume points a month. If you're doing that and you're duplicating that, you are going to have a business that's going to pump in some serious income and help you grow. 500 PV. So I just want to give a shout out and look at some of the leaders.
Celeste, brand new coach.
Yes, Celeste, brand new coach. Needs 1 point to get to the 1,000 club for the month. Absolutely, absolutely amazing, guys. So congratulations. If you see anybody on here, just give them a shout out. That's great. People are on their way. Actually, before I go to this, Kristen wants to see if anybody has any shout outs that they want to give quickly on the team call. Anybody have any shout outs for anybody that to unmute yourselves that they want to give?
You know, I have a shout out, Kristen. I had to unmute myself real quick.
You shouting me out?
I'm shouting out. I have Paige and Amanda that have they're brand new coaches and they both joined Team Cups, which makes me super excited. And Paige did it all on her own. She just jumped in and joined a cup. So I'm really excited for both of them.
That's amazing. Good job, ladies. And you know what? You don't have to be scared of the Team Cup and be like, oh my God, like, what if I fail my team? Like, it's not about that. It really is about coming together and working as a team and like just pushing yourself and having fun with it. You know, I am shouting out. I am like so excited. I see 3 of my brand new coaches. I actually welcome all 3 of them to the team page today. And I see all 3 of them. I see Jennifer Fargnoli. She's waving. I see Jennifer McDowell. They're actually right near each other. And I saw Trista. Where's Trista? I saw Trista. There she is waving too. You guys, thank you so much for hopping on the call. Literally like your first week as coaches. And I have a getting started right call with Jennifer Fargnoli on Wednesday. And I'm meeting with Jennifer McDowell tomorrow at the coffee shop. So she's my girl too. So thank you guys for being on the call. I'm really excited to chat with you. Anybody else have a shout out?
I do.
Who's that?
Lindsay, I can tell her.
I don't know. Can you hear me? Hello. I'm just like, this is my first, it's not my first Team Cup, but it's my first Team Cup that I've got like, let me just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our coaches on our team on, and it makes up 2 different teams. And I'm just like, I'm kind of overwhelmed with excitement because, you know, we've got this thread going and there's lots of nerves and all of that, which for me too, but I just think it's so cool that they're like willing to step outside of their comfort zone and already making so many like steps and advances and, you know, pushing themselves in ways that they haven't before. And I'm just super freaking proud of every one of them. So
I love it.
And I'll shout out my boy with the big guns, Michael Cardace there sitting in the video that is on the team call. There he is. Double salute.
I thought he was a statue.
Yeah, he's just a statue of gun show and ripped muscles. The guy is committing to the Team Cup, one of my newer coaches, and I'm really excited because the guy has an unbelievable story and he's come a long way. So excited to see him on. Anybody else?
Mallory. Mal.
Go, I'll mute you. I can't. You got to do it.
There we go. So that was me with the, oh yeah, I don't know how. I was trying to write back to Matt's comment, and I'm like, oh, that's everybody? But right, but what I wanted to say is one of my coaches, Megan, actually was the one that like put it out there, did a post, and got our Team Cup group together and organized it. We've already had a call. Paige is in our group.
Yay.
Everyone was talking about, so she is just all in, and it's encouraging just to see someone that I'm trying to help build do that. So I don't know if she's on or not, but go Megan.
That's great. I
love
absolutely
it.
love
Go
it.
Megan. And I'm shouting out Daisy, who just hit Emerald this week. She's like, what? She just hit Emerald this week. Guys, this business is all about belief. I'm watching like all of you just grow in belief in yourselves, and it's just so much bigger than just like losing a few pounds, right? This is like what we do means something, and it means something to everybody that we touch. And even if we just touch one person a month or a year, right? That's one more person that needed us to do this for them. So what we do matters, guys. So always remember that, and don't ever feel guilty inviting people or like you're bothering people. You're giving them a gift. All right. Always remember that. And when you think of it that way, it won't be difficult. Sorry.
That's all right.
I'm just emotional. I'm lovey-dovey.
She's emotional. She's lovey-dovey. Can you be lovey-dovey towards me? So anyway, all right, moving on. Again, just want to remind everybody, this is the new daily activity tracker, the Success Club System daily activity tracker. Make sure you're using this. Shout out Jessica Data she made a spiral book, went to Staples or Office Max and printed out and How to Make a Book for 52 pages of this. So there's a one, because it's a weekly tracker, each day broken down. So she has her Bible with her, I guess you'd call it, the Beachbody Bible, to take with her everywhere. We're going to be using this in our Team Cup. Absolutely make sure you're using this. It really simplifies the business and tells you what you need to be doing every day. Here's a picture of it with the vital behaviors. We did this training 2 weeks ago. If you want to go back and watch that. Okay. Before I get into tonight's training topic, are there any general questions? I'm going to check, and otherwise we're going to get started. If there is, unmute yourself or put it in the chat. I'll give about 20 seconds if something pops up. If there's not, I'm going to get right into tonight's training topic. Going once, going twice. Nobody. Okay, guys. So tonight's team call topic, I really something happened at the computer. I really think is important because Kristen and I always am about trying to figure out the pulse of the team and what's going on. And what I have realized, and we always come back to this, is that I think the hardest thing that people struggle with is what to say to people when they first connect with them. This is not a call about how to find new people through Instagram. We've done trainings on that. We've done trainings on connecting with new people on Facebook. It's what do you do? What do you say when you first connect with them? And then when do you eventually invite them to be in a challenge group? So that's what I put together tonight in this PowerPoint. So I'm going to go over some points. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my iPhone screen. And I have about 10 conversations I'm going to open up, and I'm going to show you guys how I interacted with these people so you guys can see exactly what I do. Okay, so number one, the art of building relationships. Why is it important? Okay, first point is this. Cold invites rarely work. Guys, I could tell you for somebody that's hit Success Club, I think 85 or 86 months in a row now, I don't cold invite people. I don't. That doesn't work for me. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Some people say, you know what, invite 50 people today, and you just come up with a list and you invite 50 people randomly. I don't do that. I'm all about building a relationship because it shows that you care. And as right on the second point, I put in blue, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's why the difference between you and every other coach, if we're all selling the same products, if we're all selling the same Shakeology and the same programs, the difference that's going to separate you from somebody else is you. And so often I have people say, you know what, I get invited all the time. I have other Beachbody coaches reach out to me, but you actually showed that you cared, you built a relationship with me, and that's why I want to go with you, or I'd love to hear more about your group. It's not that people aren't interested in maybe our challenge groups. It's really about how we go about talking to them. Are we vomiting on them? That's the word I like to use, where we give them too much information. We're inviting them too quickly. We're not being patient, all right? So when you build a relationship, point 3, it's much easier to invite. It's much easier to invite because you don't have to feel like it's icky because you have that relationship. So that is, the next thing is it slows down the process. What do I mean by that? I think so often another thing that happens is we rush into the invite. And by building a relationship, it requires you to slow down and build that relationship with somebody, not rush into it. We build relationships is the next point. It builds trust. Like I explained, people are more apt to trust you when they see that you're not just talking to them because you want to try to quote unquote sell them. And the last thing I want to say, because I already explained it separates you from everyone else, do not rush this. It is so important that you find the time that may take a couple of weeks to be talking to people, building the relationships. So the next slide is, how do you start the conversation? Okay? A simple intro that doesn't mention Beachbody at all. Okay? I don't mention Beachbody when I do my posts, and I don't mention Beachbody in my first initial message to somebody because that always ends up being, oh, I heard about that Beachbody thing, or I've done P90X, it didn't work, or I've done that. Like, I don't want to create an objection before I even get to a legitimate objection. Okay? So don't mention Beachbody. The next thing is, you know, when you start the conversation, think about some things. Who are you outside Beachbody? Are you a mom? Are you a dad? What do you do for work? Do you have some hobbies? So your intro should generate responses that open the door to take you. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix something. Your intro should generate responses that open the door for you to take the conversation further. Let me repeat this one. I want everybody to really pay attention to this last point. Your introduction, or what the messages you send somebody, should generate the responses that open the door for you to take the conversation further. Meaning, are you mentioning things in your message that are going to give people something to say back, that you find something in common with them? Let me explain, and I'll break down my message that I send to people. Hi, whatever their name is. Thank you for your follow, because this is my Instagram message. Maybe it's Facebook. Thank you for, you know, the friend request, or thank you for accepting my friend request, all right? I just wanted to introduce myself. I am David, live in New York with my wife, Kristen. I mentioned her Instagram page, and our 3 daughters. I work full-time in law enforcement here in New York. I'm a motivational speaker, and my wife and I also help people with their health and fitness goals as well. I also enjoy sharing my life through my Instagram stories. What do you do, Dave? Guys, I'm going to break down. Every sentence in here is for a reason. Number 1 in the beginning, I'm David. I live in New York with my wife, Kristen. For all the men out there that struggle with talking to females, I immediately mention my wife, and I give them my wife's Instagram handle, because they will click on it and look and see who Kristen is. So I'm not the creeper. And if you are a wife that's married and you're talking to a guy, then I recommend that you mention your husband if he has a page, so that the guy goes and looks and sees that you're married. Like, as men, it's a little harder, but it's not an excuse. Okay, so that's why I mentioned Kristen, little nugget. And then I say, and our 3 daughters. Why do I say that? I'm telling them I have kids, because if they have kids, they're going to come back and they're going to say, oh, I have kids as well. And guess what? Now we have something to talk about. We have the bond of our kids. Okay, I'm almost using like reverse psychology. I am mentioning the things in here to create and elicit a response that generates more conversation. Next, I work full-time in law enforcement here in New York. Why do I say that? Because I am connecting with people in law enforcement on Instagram, right? I also look for people that are firemen, people that are EMTs, because I'm in the emergency services fields, nurses. If you're a teacher, teachers, so you should be connecting with other teachers, because then I'm eliciting a response. I work in law enforcement too, or I'm a firefighter too, and I'm starting the conversation. All right? I mentioned I'm a motivational speaker, and my wife and I also help people with their health and fitness goals as well. Guys, I'm mentioning that I'm a coach without saying I'm a coach. I'm mentioning that I'm involved in health and fitness. I'm not mentioning at-home workouts. I'm just saying that we help people with their health and fitness. Very generic, because then what does that do? And this is a big one. If people work out, maybe their Instagram page doesn't show it, or maybe that their bio doesn't show it. But I'll tell you this much, by me putting that sentence in there, I often have people respond back to me that they're working on their health and fitness journey. Again, every sentence of this is there for a reason. I also enjoy sharing my life live through my Instagram stories. Anybody want to unmute and guess why I say that? Anybody? Unmute. Like, be honest. Why do I say I also enjoy sharing my life through my Instagram stories?
Telling them to go check them out.
Go ahead.
You're telling them to go check out your stories.
Exactly. I'm telling them, now go watch my stories. I think that was Mallory. Thank you. I'm doing this because then they're going to go, oh, let me go watch his stories. And then I ask them, what do you do? So I can get a response.
And I think personally, using stories really shares who you really are. Much, much, much more personal than a post could ever see. Like showing, you know, the crazy of the kids and our workouts and our routine every day and, you know, our business, all parts, bits and pieces of it throughout the day. I mean, it's a reality show if you think about it, right? We love reality shows. I used to be like a Real Housewives, like that's all I used to watch, right? Like Real Housewives. So that's what people like to see. They're much more attracted to the quick of the story. So if you're not using stories, you should be. And the only way to learn how to use stories, honestly, is to do them. Right.
So the point here, guys, is I'm not mentioning Beachbody, and everything I'm saying in here is for a reason. I thought this through to what is the best way for me to find the bridge so I could talk to people further. Not just, hi, I'm David, what do you do? Hi, I'm David, a Beachbody coach. Guys, 99% of coaches, that's what they do. And you're setting yourself up right away with not enough, nobody responding back, finding out I have nothing to talk to them about. It's because you haven't generated a message that's going to have them respond back. So hopefully this slide makes sense. Next slides. How long do you do this before an invite? So how long do you go in conversation before an invite? I'm going to show you conversations. For me, I don't invite somebody for at least, bold, 2 weeks, even if fitness comes up. Remember, trust is number one. And guys, 2 weeks for me is at least 3 conversations. Why? Because I always set my follow-ups for the person I spoke to for 1 week later. So day one is my initial message like this, and we have some conversation. A week later, I'm having a follow-up message, and I'm bringing up again, and I'm going to show you guys some of my messages. I'm bringing up again what we had in common and just connecting with them. Then a week after that, which is 2 weeks in the beginning, the third time, I'm normally doing my inviting. But many times, like some of these people I'm going to show you, I took it 3 weeks. I do that sometimes. The point is, the golden rule, don't invite somebody, even if they say to you, oh, I'm doing at-home workouts too. So often coaches say, that's great, I'm a coach, you want to be in my challenge group. And I'm like, oh my God, they just got to know you 30 seconds ago and you haven't had the time. There's no trust. So when I don't invite them right away, even when they're like dangling the carrot or the bait for you to bite because they're saying they need help with their health and fitness. I have people that say, I've been trying to get my weight in order and I'm trying to do it this month in 2019. I say, that's great. What workouts are you doing? And I'm going to show you this stuff. Keep up the great work. I cheer them on. I don't invite. Okay. And if you guys follow this process, if you started this tomorrow you wouldn't have anybody to invite, right? Because you found 10 new people. But in 2-3 weeks, the people you speak to tomorrow are going to be the people you're inviting in 2 weeks from now. And then the people you speak to in 2 days from now, you will invite them 2 weeks later. And eventually you will have a flood of people that you invited. Today, guys, I had 36 follow-ups to do and about 20 of them were invites just for today because they were people I spoke to the last couple of weeks, okay? So you have to take time, multiple conversations. And then also a big thing is, and Kristen, I will say, does this better than me, these people that you connect with, checking out their stories, checking out their posts and engaging on their posts and stories, letting them see, you know, that you're liking their stuff, showing them that you care. That's what this 2 week, 3 week window is, building the relationship.
And honestly, guys, if you are connecting with people that you really don't feel a connection to, you have to think about it. Like, these are people that you want to work side by side with eventually, right? So if you don't feel a connection with them, okay. If you have nothing in common, then move on. It says it right there.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, make sure like you're finding your tribe, the people that you really are like, you know, for me, it's other moms, it's other like, you know, stay-at-home moms or working moms. Like, these are people that I relate to. You know, teachers. Those are people that I connect to. Those are the people that I want to work beside. So if it's not someone, I actually had someone message me today and be like, I see nothing of dogs on your page. We have nothing in common. She was like really nasty to me. And I was like, well, we are human. So there's that.
So you're telling me you didn't show them Harbor?
I said, I do have a dog actually. And I said, that was rude. But anyway, yeah, like you guys really just, move on if it's not somebody that you feel a vibe and attracted to, because again, these are the people we want to be working side by side with. So you really have to think about that.
Right. Like a question to ask yourself is, can you picture this? Is this a person you'd want to be on at Coach Summit with or on a cruise with that you want to spend your time with?
Yeah.
Right. So like the next slide here I just opened up is what do you talk about? Find the common ground between you and your prospect. Maybe for me, it's family, law enforcement, firemen, emergency medical field, whatever it is, kids. If you have nothing, look at their profile. If you have nothing in common, then move on. I get messages back on Instagram from people from my initial message because I do use Stim, right? But I get stuff back and I look at their response back. I don't see anything in common. I'll look at their bio. I'll look at their post. If there's nothing in common, I move on. I'm only talking to the people that I want to be able to help and work with. All right, talk about the common bridge that you recognize. You do not need to go on and on. This is another big question I get. When do I stop? I'm going to show you my messages again. I don't go in small talk on and on and on and on and on. Like if they say they have kids too and they're into working out, I'll say that's great. I saw some pictures of your kids on your page. That's awesome. And I'll maybe ask a question. What type of workouts you're doing? And I move on. You can't get caught up talking for on and on and on and on and on. Like you got to have a system in place. All right. I end with glad we connected. Talk soon. And I'm going to show you that. Then I can move on. Right. Also, this is an acronym that I used to use a lot as a newer coach, and it's called FORM. You're forming the relationship. And FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message. Meaning, in this order, you could talk to somebody about their family, right? You can ask them what they do in their occupation. You can ask what they do for recreation. What are their hobbies? And M, if you notice, is last. Your message, which really is the invite, does not come until you build the relationship of family, occupation, recreation. Then you go to the message. So sometimes in my own head, like if I'm talking to people, I'm like, am I forming them, right? Am I not rushing into it? So let me get into some examples right now. Are there any general questions? And I'm going to share my screen here so I guys can show you guys some of my my stuff here. So let me get right in here. Okay.
Any questions?
I don't think so. One question. Let me see. You said that you send the first message and then wait a week to follow up. Does that mean you wait a week and they do not reply, or even if they reply immediately, you let it be? No, what that means, Elise, is I have the conversation with them, and with whatever way it ends that day, I set the follow up for a week later. I don't just message them and not go back. Like I have the conversation, I'm going to show you, and then it's a week later. So let me again.
If they don't answer, he's not following up in a week.
Right. Uh-oh. Having trouble sharing my screen.
Click share.
Good, it keeps failing. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, hold on. I have to find this for you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to have to. Why is this not working? I wonder if I can go to my Instagram page. Hold on. Let me see if I can even go to. It's not letting me share to my phone, which is odd. So I'm going to try to. No, there's nothing to do with it. Guys, give me 1 minute. I may just go to Instagram on my computer. Try it again. This will work. Okay. I'm going to have to do it a different way. All right, guys, bear with me. I'm going to log in on my computer screen. I think I can get to my messages.
What about phone?
No, that crashes.
I don't know if you can without phone. Do you want to try it on my phone?
I'm working here. I'm trying to find a workaround because I really want to show you guys this. Can you get me a charger plug? I think I can plug it into the computer. It says I can do it
A
through
regular charger?
Yeah, let's
For the
just
phone?
Yeah, it says I can share it that way. Hold on, guys. I think I may be getting somewhere. Oh, I just had it. There. You guys see? Do you guys see my screen? Can anybody? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, we got somewhere. Okay, guys. So here's my iPhone screen, and I'm going to go and show you a couple of accounts that I have that you guys can see, and I could show you how my conversations work. So let me go here. So here's the first one. Here's a girl, Brittany. She got my welcome message, as you can see on the screen.
I can't see it.
Right, because I'm looking at my notes. They can see it. They can see it. I'm just looking here. You can look here. So they on this message, she responded back, "Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm just living the crazy life of being a mom to a 17-month, being a wife, work lots of hours in a government job, just doing what we can." Now, guys, when I get that response, she doesn't mention anything about fitness, right? But I go to her page and I quickly see a mom that has a lot of pictures of her family. Now, I'm going to tell you, and I want to give you this nugget, and you probably all agree, but it's something that's common sense, but they say common sense is not common practice. Every mom and dad that has kids would love to feel less stressed, lose a little weight, and feel good in their clothes. Like, that's a fact. So because I went to this page, I'm like, wow, this is a great page. She has a lot of photos of her kids. There's a photo right here of probably her husband and her younger child. This is a great page. So I quickly looked. I went back and I said, let me respond. And I just said, "Hi, Brittany. How are you? Thanks for the message back. Love your page. All about family, just like my wife, Kristen Atkins Fit and I." Right? The common ground here is family. "What do you do for the government? I'm a captain with the state police in New York. Talk soon. Glad we connected, Dave." This was just a couple of days ago. All right? So the common ground here is family. They only can see this screen. Okay, so the next one here is, I have this girl here. Here's a girl, Cherish Ann. Sent her the message. She writes back, "Hi, Dave. I live in Ohio with my husband and daughter. I also have 2 sons who are out of the house already. I am also a full-time law enforcement officer. I just got back on track with my fitness about 10 months ago, and I'm slowly but surely getting fit again. Cherish." Now, guys, going back to my original message, because I wrote in there, I'm a law enforcement officer, she's coming back and saying she is too. Because I wrote in there that we help people with their health and fitness goals, very generic, she's saying that she's also working on her health and fitness the last 10 months. Notice my response back is not saying I'm a coach or an invite to a challenge group. I'm simply saying, hi, that's great. I think I saw a pic, captain, because I went to her page and I said, let me look at her page. There's some pictures of her working out. And I know somewhere in here when I looked, I saw a picture of her in uniform somewhere. And I noticed she had the collar ornaments of a captain. So I referenced that. So then, I know I'm going quick, like right here. So I look there, she has captain's bars on. She says she's in health and fitness. So I just wrote back, I'm a captain too with the state police in New York. Again, this is the common bridge. What's your common bridge? What agency are you with? I'm just asking more questions about her job. That's great about fitness too. What are you doing to train these days? How is it going? Guys, that's my biggest response when people tell me they're in health and fitness. I always ask, what type workouts you doing? How is it going? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking is about health and fitness. And I just say, talk soon, stay safe, David. She writes back, I'm a captain with Brookville Police Department. I was working out on my own and lost 27 pounds, but kind of hit a wall. I just started an 8-week online training program with Duncan Lucas. I'm hoping to start toning and strength train. Notice here, look at my response back. And guys, I think this is an important nugget. She tells me that she's trying to lose 27 pounds. She tells me she lost on her own, but she hit a wall. It is so common that we all of a sudden rush into an invite. I'm not doing that. I'm writing back. Good for you. That's great. And good you switched it up. That always helps. Stay safe, Dave. She writes back, thank you, you too. Guys, again, I'm not rushing the process. I'm taking time and I'm letting the conversation mature for at least 2-3 weeks. Okay? Important, important, important. I see coaches at this point go right into the invite. We go for the jugular because we're so excited she hit a wall and she's trying to work out. Like, no, take your time. Okay? Take your time. Next one. Next one here. Again, here's the message. I wrote back, I'm a stay-at-home mom. She said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. We are a Navy family. My husband's been in 10 years. We also make shirts and things on the side. I write, awesome. My wife is a stay-at-home mom too with our 3 girls. Thank you for your husband's service. Much respect to our military. Glad we connected. Talk soon. Thank you. Again, there, I kept it generic. Thanked him for his service. Nothing about health and fitness. Then today, I messaged her as a follow-up. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Hope you had a good weekend with fam. Anything fun? Talk soon. Have a great week. Hey, I'm good. I had a great weekend. Awesome. Have a great week and happy Monday. Thank you. Happy Monday to you also. Thanks. No invite. This is my follow-up. Very generic. She will get an invite from me next week. Okay? I have a couple more. Is this helping you guys? Like, yes? You want me? I have like 4 or 5. I could be quick. Kristen's telling me not to do it. Let me stop sharing and see if people want me to do a couple more. Is this helping? Like thumbs up? Yes? Getting a lot of yeses. Kristen, you're overruled. She's overruled. I'm going to go quickly through them. Let's go back to where I was. All right. So the next one I have is, and I chose these all for different reasons. Here's Dominic. All right, Dominic, here's my initial message. Hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm Dominic. I live in Ottawa, Canada, father of 2. I'm in law enforcement as well. I competed twice as a natural physique athlete and considered doing another show in the future. Again, guys, he's saying this because I mentioned health and fitness in my message. I'm on Instagram to follow people who motivate me to stay in shape, and I try to motivate a few other followers as well at the same time. Have a good day. Thanks, brother. Good for you. And I did like I said earlier, what are you doing to train these days? How is it going? That is like my go-to comeback when people mention fitness. What are you doing to train these days? How is it going? What agency you with? I'm digging into their work. Talk soon. He said, I mostly lift weights and do cardio 3 to 4 times a week. Currently, I'm trying to focus more on nutrition and diet. I'm a constable with this police department, just got off a 9-year assignment. Respect to you. Stay safe as well. This was me today. Awesome, Dom. Keep up the great work. Focusing on nutrition here as well. The wrong here. I screwed that up. But stay safe, David. Again, I didn't go for the jugular. Why? I just started talking to him on Friday last week, and now we're in conversation a couple days later. I'm going to take my time here. I want to see if there's any, I just see some chat. Let me see if there's any questions. After they mention the work program they are doing and you cheer them on, you mentioned you invite them next week. Can you share what this would look like? Yes, Gina, I'm getting to that. That's on one of the slides. You got it, girl. Okay. No, there wasn't, was there? Kristen said there was other questions. Hold on. Question, you said that you send the first, no, the answer to that one.
The conversation before.
There was nada about health and fitness. How do you tie in the invite? Jessica, great question. I'm going to go back to what I said like 20 minutes ago. Everybody wants health and fitness in their life. I truly believe in that. So I just have natural conversation. And then my invite, which you're going to see, I'm very informal about it. And you'll see that when it comes and it ties up.
And if you think about it too, a lot of times you're talking to people that were you before Beachbody, right? So us before Beachbody, we were very unhealthy. There was zero health and fitness, zero. So if somebody had invited us back then, you know, when we were at a point where we were feeling yucky and lethargic and Dave was on high blood pressure medication, we might have been like, yeah, tell me more about that, you know? So you don't have to have anybody who's into health and fitness. In fact, if you're thinking about yourself, you don't want them to be in health and fitness.
But everybody wants it in their life. They just don't know how to find it.
Right.
There's nobody that says, I'd rather be 200 pounds overweight and feel like crap. It doesn't exist. And I feel confident, and that's why I love being a coach, because I'm not trying to share something with somebody. I'm not knocking any other businesses, but we're not selling jewelry or soap. That's like what Tony Horton always used to say to me. Because I say, he goes, David, we're not selling jewelry or soap. We're changing stuff that literally changes people's lives. So I know everybody wants it. So I'm not looking for the fitness personal trainer gurus. I'm not. Okay. Next message. And here goes to answer your question, Gina. Here's the message. This was sent to her January 3rd. So we're talking a couple weeks ago. Nice to meet you, Dave. I work with 0 to 3-year-old babies. I am married with 2 boys. Fitness is our whole life. Huge gym rat. What do we normally want to do? Oh my God, I'm going to tell him I'm a coach and I'm going to invite him right now. She said that to me January 3rd. So I went, I looked at her page. Wow, she's in great shape. Maybe this is a great coach invite. You know, she's a mom. She has kids. I'm like, this is a great page. So I wrote back, hi, Kelsey. Thank you for the message back. Love all you are doing, and you are a mom, a parent into health and fitness, just like my wife and I. Again, mentioning my wife so she doesn't think I'm a creeper, right? And here goes my go-to question. What are you doing to train these days? How is it going? Repeat, repeat, repeat. We're seeing a system. Talk soon. Happy Friday. Hi, Kelsey. This is a week later. If you notice, January 4th, right in the top, a week later, I follow up. How are you? Don't know if you saw my last message. That's my way of saying, hey, I wrote you back. You didn't answer me. That's my follow-up a week later. Get any good workouts in this last week? That's also what I say in my follow-up. If somebody mentions fitness, I just ask them, get any good workouts in this week? If they're not into fitness, hey, do you have a good time, a good weekend with your family? Right? Like whatever my common bridge is or what yours is, you reopen the conversation about that. Always ask a question. Have a great weekend as well. Happy Friday. Hey, sorry, just now seeing this. Oh yeah, definitely don't miss day on my workouts. I always look forward to my workouts. Hope you are having a great Friday as well. That is awesome. Keep up the great work. January 21st, last week, a week ago. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend and enjoying the holiday. Keep up the great work training. Just another follow-up. So now this is, I've done that now 2 weeks in a row. Then I answered her story. There you go, babe. See, I replied to her story. Yes. And then today, here is my invite. I'm going to show you a slide. Hi, Kelsey. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. So I want to throw this out there. My wife, Kristen, and I are quickly penciling people in for our next 30-day fitness support and motivation group. We have a few spots left, and I wanted to invite you to do it alongside Kristen and I. I thought of you based off of our conversations. Would you like to hear more about it? David. Guys, let me go through these sentences. I mentioned I'm quickly penciling people in. So I'm showing a sense of urgency, like, hey, let me throw it out there. I'm not saying, would you like to be in my Beachbody Challenge group that has us drink Shakeology every day and they're going to give you an at-home fitness program? Like that's not an invite. That is like, oh my God, that person just vomited on me. I'm very light, okay? I even say we have a few spots left and I want to invite you to do it alongside us. Like we're a team alongside us. Not do this, but do it alongside us. And I thought of you based off of our conversations. That always works. They don't even need to say health and fitness. I thought of you because you're a mom. I thought of you because you're a police officer. I thought of you because you're a teacher. But I just say I thought of you based off of our conversations. Would you like to hear more about it? David, I sent her that today. That's my invite.
I
Okay.
also like the follow-up with the peanut butter and jelly. If not, no worries. I just wanted to throw it out there because I never know who could benefit from this like I have.
Right.
Either way, I'm still going to follow you and keep cheering you on. I do like that part.
No, you're right. So here's another one. This person doesn't mention anything, I believe, about fitness. Yep, so here you go. Spoke to this girl. Hi, hey, Dave. I'm Laria, pronounced like Maria, but with an L. My daughter's name is Laria, like Mariah. I'm married to the love of my life and currently pursuing my doctorate of veterinary medicine in Tennessee while figuring out this wonderful motherhood thing. I'm so glad to meet you and can't wait to get to know you as we interact with each other on Instagram. So guys,
nice.
Let me just let you guys know.
I like her.
Today I had about 60 messages in my inbox. I probably only had 5 or 6 people I added to my list, meaning this isn't like I get messages like this all the time. It's a matter of sorting and going through everything.
Like TJ Maxx.
Right. So then I went and looked at her page. Wow, look at this. It's a mom. She's smiling. She's happy. She's showing her kids all the time. Oh, I didn't even notice. There's a health and fitness picture. Hot gel. You know, so there's stuff. I'm like, this is a great mom. I love that she's smiling. I'd love to have her on our team. I wrote, that's great. And I asked her, how much more school you have left? I figured, let me just ask her about her school. I should graduate May 2020, assuming all goes as it should. I start clinical year in April. That's awesome. Good for you. Thanks. A week later. Hi, Laria. How are you? I hope you had a great week with fam and all. Have a great weekend. Just wanted to say hi. What am I mentioning? Family. I have family. She has family. That's my common bond. Talk soon. Hey, thanks for checking in. It was a good week, very all over the place, but not a bad one at all. How was yours, David? And I wrote, all was great. All over the place is okay. You're in the fire of life moving forward. All good. Hope you have a great weekend. Then last week, I followed up again. Hey, how are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Love your stories. Can so relate. Talk soon, David. Thanks for checking in. It was a great weekend. Guys, I'm just having conversation. Then I lead up to today. Hi, Laria. How are you? Hope you had a great weekend. Bam, there's my same invite. That's my invite. Team, if you want to screenshot this, it's on the next slide when I finish up. I send that invite. That is my invite every single time. Okay, I have like 2 more, and then we're going to wrap up on the last slide. So I just want to show you. So the next one. Here's Shayna. I sent the message. Hello, I'm a road deputy in Florida. My husband is the traffic unit sergeant for the same agency, and we have 3 daughters as well.
What?
We plan on having 1 more little one in the near future.
What?
So I go to her page. Here's another mom, great page. Look at this, 3 little girls.
Oh.
I can relate to that, right? I look, she's in law enforcement. I wanted to go jogging, but you know, there's a shirt there, but like I quickly glanced, 2 seconds. I'm like, she's great. I'm responding back. Hi, Latin comment. How old are your girls? Ours are 14, 10, and 7. Awesome about your work too. I'm a captain. Glad we connected. She writes back how old her girls are. They keep me running all day long. Work must be busy. I write back a little bit more. And then I follow up a week later, the 14th. Hey, hi, Shayna. How are you? How was your weekend? Anything good with your 3 daughters? My wife and I were busy with sports and all with ours. Have a great and safe week. I'm great. Thank you. You know, she comes back with some messages. I talked about, you know, my daughter's ice hockey team because she said she was busy with some things with her kids. How are you? And then I eventually come down, guys, a little back and forth. Here you go, 3 o'clock today. There is my invite. It took me, today's the 28th. We started talking on January 5th, 23 days of conversation. Okay. So I'm going to give you this last one. And this is Joe. He was one of our challenges, actually a coach. I wanted to just share somebody beginning to end. Same message he wrote back. He's from Joseph from Suffolk County. He's an EMT, emergency medical technician. I live with my wife, who's also a Christian, and he has a 1-month-old daughter. So I go to his page. It's private, but I'm going to come back. So I just mentioned I was an EMT. We have conversation, and it goes all the way to the invite, November 28th. Then he says, sure, why not? So guys, I'm going to stop here, but now you're into the 5-step invitation process, because now that he said, sure, why not? Step 1 is the invite. That's here. Step 2 is what? Getting their why and their goals, right? You've seen that video. Look at my next message. Awesome. So tell me a little bit more about you and your goals. I know we spoke a little, but the more I know about you and your goals, the better I can help you and point you in the right direction. That's step 2. He gives it to me, and I go down, and step 3, and bam, there's the Ever Feel Like video on step 3. So that is a bunch of messages and conversation. I want to see if there's any questions. Let's see. So how do you respond to other Beachbody coaches that have messaged you? I just say, good luck. Beachbody coaching can change your life. Have a great day. Next. And I move on. Like, that's it. It's that easy. I don't even waste time. Let me go back to the last part of the PowerPoint. No, I answered that. After they mentioned the workout program they're doing, sorry. I have my little voice over here. Don't talk about that one. Don't share more. All right, here we go. All right, now here. So I went over some examples, and the art to build the actual invite. Keep it light. Don't be an aggressive coach. It's not so official. I'm just throwing it out there, nonchalant about it. I don't mention Beachbody. Here it is again that I showed to you guys. Okay. I'm going to open it up to questions, but before anybody pops off, I want to let you guys know this about our team call in 2 weeks. Keith Callahan is a 10-star diamond who has made over $5 million as a Beachbody coach. He has over 25 5-star diamonds in his downline. He's a husband, a father of 5, and recently wrote the book, Build to Last, that I read in about 24 hours. Unbelievable book. He's a personal friend of mine. He is coming on our team call to guest speak about his book, to talk about how to build other leaders on your team and not just followers, and how to build a business like he has that's all in this book that creates, he makes over $1 million a year, not cumulative. He makes 7 figures a year as a Beachbody coach. All right.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So let me
so guys, basically all the coaches in the network are going to be gobbling him up for team calls now that he just released this book. So we're really lucky to be pretty much like the first ones for him to be doing this.
He's doing it. I mean, the guy's unbelievable. He got on a one-on-one call with me. I showed him our entire team of like the 2,000 coaches, and he was helping me focus where to focus on what to do. And he's coming on for a team call, Build to Last. Are we going to do that raffle?
Yeah, we are going to be giving away one of his books to any the raffle is going to be open to all the coaches that show up on the team call on February 11th. So we'll track all your names, and then we'll do a raffle to win a free copy of his book. Maybe we'll ask him to sign it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe we can do that.
Okay.
All right, so I want to open up any feedback, questions, comments, concerns on anything I shared. Was it helpful? Does anybody want to say anything back? Again, I'm going to call this like step 0, because we have the 5-step invitation process, but step 1 starts with the invite. This is what you're doing before. And if you're doing this every day and building relationships, what's going to happen eventually, it catches up to you and you'll be inviting every day. Like my Success Club points I'm going to get in February, most of them are probably going to come from people I'm talking to now. Some of these invites you just saw right now. All right. Anybody have anything that they want to add? Anybody?
Thank you guys for staying on so long. We kind of definitely went over this.
I know I went off. I think it's important. Helpful, good. Thanks. I think we got everything.
Guys, at the end of the day, it's just about building healthy relationships with people. This is a people business, right? Like nobody's buying your product. They're buying into you, right? You want to think about the people you want to serve and you want them to be like you, right? You want to serve, you can be picky. It's okay to be picky with the people that you serve. We are here to help people. But again, at the end of the day, this is your business, but it is built on relationships. Nobody wants a yucky salesperson pushing stuff on them.
Right.
That's not what we do. We change lives, and it's a gift that we have been given. So it's our duty and our obligation to pay that forward. So always remember that we're never bothering people. We are giving them the gift that has been given to us.
Awesome, Trista and Karen. Thank you, guys. This recording will be up on the team page tomorrow, guys. Thank you for coming on. Have an amazing night. Love all you guys, and talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.